Yeah, nah, answer the phone. You and your folks think y'all ass so smart, so slick. All these other your son gonna get the worst of it, and he know it.
Hello, am I speaking with Benjamin Hudson, mister?
Who's this?
You and your son gonna die, little bro, and your wife, for what y'all did.
If anybody try to say that Nolan Wells' family and Benjamin Crump is just looking for answers, then if they're just looking for answers, why are these people getting death threats? 3 people have been arrested on one side. Nobody's been arrested on the other side. Not saying that they're not getting threatening messages, but they're not getting to this degree. Hey, y'all, check this out. If you need custom shirts, hats, or gear, check out Pure Choice Apparel. You can pick your product, see the prices up front, upload your logo, and preview the design right on the website. No waiting around for salespeople or dealing with endless emails. We handle screen printing, embroidery, DTF printing, and even laser etching or laser engraving all under one roof. It's made right here in the United States of America, and we have the quickest turnaround that you can find. And also, if you're a business looking to outfit your employees, we got you covered. All you got to do is go to purechoiceapparel.com and check us out today. Let's go to the arrests that have been made against Warren Hudson's family. Roll the clip.
The death of Nolan Wells has drawn many into the crosshairs with the rise of tensions on social media. Both Nolan's family and the families of his friends have received death threats. Now there's been an arrest connected to one of those claims. According to court documents, Joseph Alfredo Vasquez Dumars is in custody for an alleged death threat sent over social media to Jackson County Chancery Judge Ashley Cole, the mother of a friend of Nolan Wells. The message sent to Cole describes a package being sent to Cole reading, "It's going to blow you away when you see it." According to officials familiar with the investigation, Nolan Wells' official autopsy is complete, and the results of that autopsy conducted by the state's medical examiner's office will now be sent to a grand jury.
Now, this is what I want to put out there. That person that's been arrested, this person is another one, right? Cincinnati woman charged after making bomb threats to multiple government officials following Nolan Wells' death. There's 3 people that have been arrested so far against Warren Hudson's family. And it's a whole bunch of other people finna get arrested once they find out their identity, but at least 3. And let me tell you what this means. If anybody try to say that Nolan Wells' family and Benjamin Crump is just looking for answers, then if they're just looking for answers, why are these people getting death threats? It's because they've portrayed the Warren family and all these white boys as suspects, claiming that they did something to Nolan. How do you know, Mr. Tatum? 3 people have been arrested on one side. Nobody's been arrested on the other side. Not saying that they're not getting threatening messages, but they're not getting to this degree. 3 people have been arrested against the white side. Here's a couple people that should get arrested once they find out who these people are. Roll the clip.
Don't try and run now, you. Your son is a piece of shit, and he's about to get all the way up. Don't run now, you. Use a punk just like your son, you him. You guys are gonna get what the coming to you. I know he killed that little kid, man. You guys aren't your wife ain't all you racist pieces of all you.
All right, next.
Yeah, nah, answer the phone. You and your folks think y'all ass so smart, so slick. All these other your son gonna get the worst of it, and he know it. He know it. Y'all ain't say y'all can't say that little nigga. Y'all can't say y'all self. But just know it coming. It real coming.
Real coming.
Yo, sons and them gonna disable their account and all this other Bruce style. They know what's going on. They know what they did. They disabled that shit for a reason. They lowered up for a reason. They gonna follow this ass for a reason. They know. Yo, was scared to answer their phone because you know what's going on. And ain't nobody scared of y'all white ass. On Jesus. A face y'all.
Jesus.
Ain't nobody worried about you.
All right, next clip. We played these yesterday, but for the people that didn't see it, I'm showing you some clips on it. He said they real coming. That's a, I don't know what language he's speaking, but they real coming. I need to make a shirt. They real coming. You coming over Uncle them house? Do it, bro. They real coming. You mean they're coming for real? Are they real coming? All right, come on. Here's another idiot.
Hello, am I speaking with Benjamin Hudson, mister?
Who is this?
You and your son gonna die, little bro. And your wife. For what y'all did.
I don't mean to laugh, but God of mercy, the ignorance. Who raising these people? You gonna die, little shorty? They real coming. Yeah, how about y'all get an education and then insult people? All right, so Warren and them have raised $134,000. Shout out to them. The only reason I support this is because they have been getting relentless death threats, and there is no findings that they had anything to do with this. The only reason we're talking about them because they're white. Because none of these pictures, none of these articles feature any of the black friends. None of them. Nobody's saying that Trayston had anything to do with it. They're not even accusing Trayston. Trayston already have an alibi. But they ain't even talking about Trayston. They don't even bring him up. Then Javon, I think that Javon saw Nolan after all this. Not saying he had anything to do with it. I don't think he did. Why y'all ain't asking him nothing? Why y'all not having all of them as people who could be involved? It's only the white people. And because Trayston went on an interview with me, now ignorant black folks are threatening him and all this other stuff. It's insanity. 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 Come on, let's look at some other mindless fools. And when the lawsuits start hitting, these are prime candidates. I'm going to send all of these to the lawyers and let them make a decision. These people are out of their minds. Now, I'll say this. If this stuff was true, I see why y'all believe they didn't kill them. But they just made it up. Made it up. No facts. Made it up. Listen.
Those boys knew the mom was looking for the phone. So they had to dip out, go give the mom the phone, call the Coast Guard. The body was probably in the boat. Bro. Because what time did the mom retrieve the phone? Right? They called the Coast Guard at 11. That makes sense. They were, the mom's looking for the phone. The mom's looking for, what do we do? That's why the boat was parked at the judge's house. Because they knew the mom had to go to the other kid's house to get the phone, and the body was in the boat in front of the judge's house, waiting to be dropped off.
She didn't say allegedly. She didn't say I'm joking. She didn't say I'm finna, they might. That snag-a-tooth trailer trash woman, Lord help me. Come on. Let me take it back. That woman, you know what she looked like and how she acting, was lying. She made the whole thing up. No allegedly, no nothing. She just made it up. Here's another one.
You gotta be a sick, it's a sick world we live in, where about 5 to 8 kids are able to try to keep a secret pertaining to the life of a black person. 7 to 8 white kids are keeping a secret. That's how much they tell you they don't value our lives. You gotta be, are we in Disney World? Is this La La Land? This feels like a movie. You mean to tell me 7 to 8 white kids are keeping a secret about a black kid's life? Together? Conspiring? Nobody cracked? They got it from somewhere. Now the token black guy, I don't know if token's derogatory, but now the black guy that came, smashed all your girls, all the girls on him because they want that chocolate, huh? Hung to the knee, pause. I don't mean to be insensitive, but they wanted that chocolate. They wanted that, what you can't give them. Hate. All you came together, all the guys came together to conspire, to keep a secret about Nolan Wells. How deep is Mississippi? We know the history of Mississippi. We know the history of racism. We know the history of that, right? Mississippi burning. There's a lot of things that happen in Mississippi
All right.
pertaining these things.
I can't
You gotta
handle the
think deep.
pure Neanderthalic ignorance. I made that word up. So somebody like, I made it up. I made a word up. Here's another one. Lawyers, if you out there, put the guy on there. You missed him. Him. Roll it.
Take on the Nolan Wells case, Bart did it.
Bart did
Now,
it.
this is allegedly, but I believe that Bart did it.
Time
I
out.
believe that
Bart lawyers, where you at? Come on. You can't just say allegedly and then that covers you. No, you came out and knowingly and intentionally made a false statement. Roll it.
had some type of relationship with Katie. Katie was obviously with Nolan. Bart had a jealous rage seeing a young black male with a white female. We know in states like Mississippi, I see it all the time in my community, where white guys get jealous to see black guys with white girls. I've seen it a million times, and people who deny this are flat out lying. I believe what happened was that Bart put Nolan in a chokehold, and he didn't realize his own strength, and Nolan did not wake up. Hence the reason why we hear in the background of the CTO call, we hear, "Damn it, Bart, Nolan, wake the f*** up, is he dead?" All this is allegedly now. Well, if he just accidentally killed him, then why wouldn't they bring him to the police? Because Bart has so much to lose. He was the star football player on his way to the NFL.
Bart was on his way to the NFL? Can somebody verify that? Bart was on his way to the NFL. These kids were like freshmen in college. Anyway, I seen the video. Bart's boat. All that. I'm just going to say, I don't think nobody was in any position to fight nobody. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think nobody was in a position to fight anybody. And I saw pictures of Nolan, and I don't think nobody whooping Nolan anyway. I don't think nobody in this friend group is whooping Nolan. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't seen Bart. Maybe he's bigger. All right, here's another one. Where the lawyers at? Look at here. Look at this one. Roll it.
Bart is mystery guy on the sinking boat call. Yeah, Bart is also the guy who Warren Hudson was trying to protect in his interview with Officer Race Tatum.
Race Tatum.
He kept saying my buddy. But at first he was like, Bart, man, Bart. And then it's like he caught himself and he started referring to Bart as my buddy, right? And now I know why Warren was trying to protect Bart. I'll tell you in a moment. Why did Warren go out of his way to try to protect him out of all people? Why is he trying to protect this guy? That there is a massive murder cover-up.
What?
You see, Bart also has a father who is Bart Edmiston Sr. And if I am to believe, and Bart got some splaining to do. Bart, I'm telling you, whatever you know, you need to come on out right now, man. You might be able to save your football career. But you're not going to be able to circumvent this murder mystery.
All right. Please, Bart's attorney, please get him. If you don't get nobody else, get him and this dude with a pimple on his forehead talking stupid. This dude. I don't know how people listen to him. It's funny that these woke black folks will listen to white people disparage black people because they don't agree. They let them say all kind of disparaging things about black people. Call them coons, Uncle Tom, sellouts, everything. They get a pass. These people just making up stuff. Here's another one. Roll it.
What you need to know is this is a very affluent community, and the people involved, we have judges, we have a governor, we have a sheriff, so they're all in bed together. The medical examiner states...
This man said, all of them are in bed together with zero evidence. That is defamation. You don't have any, you're projecting that they have something to do with this boy's death, which is causing them to get death threats. And you have no evidence that this is true. Roll it.
C. Turner, who we know is famous for labeling Black deaths as accidental, right? And something to know about this is that all of these families have it in their best interest to discredit Ben Crump, to discredit the family from the work they're doing to try and get justice for Nolan Xavier Wells. The autopsy, right? The autopsy should have been released a long time ago. And keep in mind, if this was an accidental drowning, Mississippi wants nothing more than to bury this thing and to have it be over with and get the national attention off of them. So
time out. You know you're stupid and you've never investigated any crimes ever, never seen a crime investigated from start to finish, because no, they do not want to release the autopsy. You all are stupid enough to insinuate things that don't exist, so you are going to look stupid in the end because you did not wait. You do not want to release information while you're actively in an investigation. You want to dot your I's, cross your T's, do everything by the book according to the law, therefore going through the process without disclosing any information until the investigation is complete and you can give a person a complete story. Anything outside of that will compromise the investigation. Preliminarily saying we don't have evidence of a foul play at this time is standardized. They give you something until they can finish the investigation. And I think it was a problem that what's-his-face, Ben Crump, put the autopsy out because it interferes with the investigation, in my opinion. Roll the clip.
we can't assume or believe it's an accidental drowning because their autopsy that they're holding back with the grand jury testimony waiting, they would have put it out. Now, they're already trying to discredit the CETO phone call, which all of us can hear very clearly, certain things in there that you cannot unhear that make this very suspicious and deserve more investigation. I'm not going to sit here and believe TMZ or Officer Race Tatum when they claim now, a day after Leonetta Brantley comes out with this audio, that all of a sudden 2 witnesses have come forward. Don't you think that's a bit coincidental? Witnesses who said
these people had already talked to the police. They didn't come forward. This was already a fact. They came and told TMZ. They already came forward. It's already a fact. We already knew this. The boys that talked to me already said this exists. In the interview, Warren said that they were gone already. This is not new. It's because you guys are liars. After the phone call me and TMZ did, no, we did not. We didn't have to do nothing. You guys didn't hear that. That's why Benjamin Crump ain't even identifying with this. And if that lady was really a person who authentically got to the bottom of a phone call, she would have never released a biased transcript. She created the transcript. All right, next one.
This whole thing with Nolan Wells, he goes on a trip on Horn Island, goes on a boat with, I guess it's his friends. Some people were saying, oh, it's his best friends. It's not. Then everybody comes back. He doesn't. And then just right off the rip, it gets weird because the parents are looking for him. Hey, what's going on? Where's Nolan? Not sure.
You know, this is why people think stuff and it's not true, and some of y'all should get sued. They didn't go looking for Nolan. The friends reached out to Miss Christine and told them that Nolan was missing. She would have never known. She was asleep. The boys called the Coast Guard. The boys went out the next morning on a boat looking for Nolan. Not his family, not his parents. Now, his dad mentioned that he tried to find a boat to go look for Nolan, but the boys had already been out looking for Nolan. Their friend. Roll the clip.
But you have his phone. Why do you have his phone? And how come you don't want to give it up to the parents? They get the phone back. Stuff is missing. What 18-year-old doesn't message on his phone to anybody for a whole week? Doesn't make sense.
Time out. Where did he get a whole week at? The family didn't say it. Benjamin Crump hadn't said it. Nobody's designated how long they claimed that things were deleted out of his phone. The mom never said that anything outside of his social media she believed was deleted. I don't remember hearing her say anything about that she believed that Nolan's phone was wiped or all of his messages were gone. She was saying the lack thereof Snapchats made her believe that somebody must have deleted his Snapchats. And I'm going to tell you how she wouldn't know, because she has no forensic extraction ability to extract the phone and see that the things were deleted. Unless she's claiming that weeks and weeks of content, like he said, is deleted and she didn't tell anybody but him. And then you gotta decipher who could have deleted it. Because the phone was in Nolan's hands, then it appears they were in his friend's hands, and then it appears that Javon and his mama came and get Nolan's phone. So it was in her possession before it ended up in mother's possession. So now you got a multitude of layers of figuring out who would delete it what, and you have to prove it, if there's anything deleted. Let him finish a little bit and we're gonna move on.
Kids that were actually on the boat with him, while everybody was looking for Nolan, they were at breakfast. So then people were like, hey, how come you're not looking for Nolan? What's going on? Oh, you think we did it already? Did what? He's missing.
Right.
Here's another thing. One of the kids, his mom is a judge. So we have all these pieces already that just looks bad.
Right.
Here's another weird thing. The search party. Everybody was looking for his body, right?
Right.
They find no body. Days later, oh, wait, there's a body. Where did the body come from? So you search everywhere and then he just magically appears. They found his body fully clothed.
Where?
Lie.
Did they find it?
See, that's the thing. They didn't say where exactly. They said,
did.
Oh, we found him on Horn Island. There's no specific details. Was he in the water? Was he not in the water? Is he halfway? Was he washed up?
Time
now
out.
the autopsy.
Time out. They had the geotrack location where they found Nolan. When the boys took me out there, people were saying that this is the area that Nolan may have been found in. And then they say that he was disappeared and he washed up. Well, when you die and you start decomposing, the body begin to bloat, and that could cause you to float and then be washed up. Also, he wasn't found in fully clothed. That is a lie. He was found only in his swim trunks, according to the Cajun Navy. Roll the clip.
Report just came out.
Okay.
Autopsy report comes out. Now, this is the second one. The first one was done by the state, which is automatically weird to me because, for one, they waited so long. Two, who do you think knows the autopsy person?
The judge.
The judge. They have a second autopsy. They say it's inconclusive.
What's inconclusive? His death?
Yes. They're saying that they don't know exactly what happened. His throat is missing.
What do you mean his throat?
His throat is missing.
It's cut out?
Because of the first autopsy. It's inconclusive because of the other autopsy. Now, there's an abrasion on the back of his head. They're saying that they don't know if it's from being on a slab because it could be pulled.
There's no abrasion on the back of his head. There's no laceration. There's no bruising to the back of his head. In the soft tissue, there's redness in the soft tissue underneath the skin that's not visible on the outside. Lies. Roll the clip.
The blood, it can be, there's no fractures and no bruising, but they do have this red part on his back of his head. The timeline is very sketch because the judge, she posts on Facebook before deactivating it.
Right.
So she says, hey, they told Nolan, hey, we're taking on water. Basically, their ship is sinking, right? Slowly. We got to get out of here. We got to go back. That was at 3 o'clock sharp. 4:30. Then they leave? That's strange because you just said you told him at 3. He says, no, I'm talking to a girl. I want to stay. And then 4:30 you leave. So what's the time gap? And then the girl that he said that he was talking to, she said that wasn't even true.
Not true. We saw the text message. We don't need to litigate this.